So I think that it was really cool to bring staff in and have them kind of appreciate the process and the product in a whole new way.
So you kind of want to like think of it in force. Yep. Wow, this is so much easier with help.
This week on Cheers PA Beer Tours, we venture to my neck of the woods, Harrisburg. Welcome to Zeroday, where I manage beer production. We're hosting women from our front of house staff to show how we brew beer at Zeroday and collaborating on a recipe of our own. We also sit down with Irena, brewer at Pagoda City in Reading, to hear her words about what it's like to be a woman in the brewing industry. So I don't know if you've, gone through any things that you might want to talk about that do set you apart as a woman in this industry from our male counterparts, and like how you're navigating those things.
I do remember a lot back then, people would assume I was hired as like a token. We'd be like out. Men would just not introduce themselves to me. People still assume we don't have decision-making power or purchasing power, and you have to make an effort in conversation to show, I know about things. Here's a decision I made. Fortunately, we have to convince everyone when it might be assumed if we were male.
It's like a super male-dominated industry. The latest stats that came out, I think it was like 92% of the people in production are males. Last week, we did an in-house collaboration with staff, kind of in celebration of International Women's History Month. It was really cool to have them participate in the actual production process. Our tap room isn't attached to the brewery anymore like it used to be. They don't really get to see what a brew day is like.
I like to go ahead and have all the bags open and organized. So this is a mill. It grinds up the grain. You can see proteins and sugar. This is cracking it open and carrying it up there and over to that tank, the mash tun, so that when it mixes with water, it pulls out proteins and sugars. And that's what makes the sugar that eventually becomes alcohol.
It was really cool how our staff came together. We used our Slack app and designed this recipe collaboratively. I kind of put a message out there. I was like, what do you all want this beer to be? And everybody came back with fruit, but nobody said the same one. I ordered a bunch of different samples of fruit and we did different combinations. We did them by themselves, separately, whatever. And we ended up coming up with a combo, and every single person involved agreed on their favorite, which was so surprising. But it was really cool to have them participate in the actual production process.
It really helps bridge that understanding between front of the house staff and back of the house staff. So often people who don't look like your average brewer feel intimidated, and they feel like the natural pathway for them is leading them behind the bar to the service industry, that's what they see other women succeeding in. So bringing them into the back, showing them how they're suited, showing them how other women do it, that's so great.
Next, we venture to Broad Street Market to visit Zeroday's outpost and get to know the proprietors of women-owned businesses. All right, we're here talking with Casey. She's an owner of Piper Bells. They're neighbors of Zeroday. Casey, can you tell me about the business?
So Piper Bells, we're based out of Mount Joy. We are actually a barbecue business. We started as sauces, and then it just grew and grew and grew. We do locally smoked meats, loaded mac and cheese, loaded fries. We've always wanted to have a chance to be a part of the Harrisburg community. So when this spot opened up, we knew exactly what we were going to do. So when we got here, they wanted a pizza joint. And we're like, we can do pizza. And then we decided we could definitely turn our number one sellers on the food truck into pizzas.
What is your favorite thing about the market?
Everybody, the customers, the vendors, everybody's so welcoming. There's nothing I don't love about the market. It's literally, I walked into a whole new family, and it's so great.
So we're here with Lupe. She's the owner of Yum Yum. Can you tell me a little bit about what your business is?
So we're a Mexican street style food stand, little foods all over from Mexico. We opened this year.
What made you want to be a part of the market?
It's a historic market. A lot of things, great things happen here, and the community, it's a really good place to share with friends, family. That's what really brought me here.
Thanks for watching this episode of Cheers PA Beer Tours. Make sure to follow us online and socials and let us know where you want us to go next. Cheers, PA. And this might sound silly, but a lot of times I try to impart good energy over the grain before it goes in, but I'm not a witch, but Energy does matter. But this is always that place where I'm just like,